It did it again. This weird YouTube glitch 2 weeks in a row. Whoop-a-doop boop boo. Marv's here, Eric's here, Paul's here, Susan's here. We got peeps. Oh, how are things, my friends? Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doo. I am here, right? It says it's counting. I've been here 54 seconds. People are leaving. They're like, oh, this guy. Right hand shot. How you doing, my friend? Coyote Rose Creations. Is that new? Is that a new name? Oh, let me go to live chat. Under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes this week until I remembered to go to live chat. Yep, new name, Coyote Rose Creations. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll wait for some peeps to show up and we will get into some, we'll spin some pens. Because why not? Oh, why not, say I. Not, still not awesome lighting. Gotta get my fill lamps back. One of them's over at the lathe so that it's better over there. And the other one, the bulb died. I just haven't replaced it yet. Dude, I'm not doing the Majestic, Paul, but I have a question for you. Kind of pens I'm just doing a couple of slim lines, Coyote, cause I had some blanks already prepped. I teach slimline pens in a class, and so like I'm constantly prepping slimline blanks, and I sell a ton of them. So it's just an easy default, quick, painless thing. But for anybody, not just Paul, I found this when I was cleaning up some stuff. I'm not convinced I have all the bits. I have not looked it up or anything. The reason I don't think I have all the bits is because this bag has a couple empty bags in it. I don't know where I got this, but it's got a cool, dig it out. It's got a fancy, like, ooh. I don't know anything about this kit. It's labeled 24K Americana Filigree ballpoint pen. I probably sent it to you. No, I think this one came in, it wasn't in a Waldrop box. It was in a box of, I got a bunch of pen turning stuff that was donated to Nadia way back when she was at her old shop by a guy who died, and the people that were getting rid of his stuff brought a bunch of stuff to Nadia, and she was just like, hey, do you want all this stuff? And I said, okay. The number on the Rockler label, like the barcode? Okay. I don't know if that's really going to help you, because it's literally just the barcode with the name of the kit. 24K Americana Filigree ballpoint pen. I can send you the numbers on the barcode, or you can just scan it. Wait, you don't have a barcode scanner? 5-digit number like 24998. Like that's literally what this number is, 24998. R.I.P. to that guy. I know. I had never met the fella. I don't know who he was, but Good evening, Jason Skinner. Gonna spin. We're doing all Sapele all the time today because I literally have 3 like pre-drilled and tubed Sapele blanks. And I grabbed 3 kits from down at the shop. I got a gold, a copper, and a chrome. Rockler 22.5-inch chamfer router bit. What? Okay, it's not a router bit. Send me the name of it in the chat. 24K Americana filigree ballpoint pen. Good evening, Mr. Lajeunesse. Like I said, it's got a couple of empty bags in it, so I don't think I have all the bits. But I do like the look of that fancy. It's probably a slip on the outside of a thing, tube. Whatevs. We'll just crush out a couple of Sapele slimlines tonight. I think we should start with the Mike's never had this food before. Figured I'd pop in for one. Clovis Project. How you doing, Clovis? Oh, this Bailey's here. We got some regulars, some news. Did you ever use that pink ivory I sent you? No, I have not. It's around in one of the pen blank boxes. I literally have boxes of pen blanks. It's around. There were a few interesting things that you sent me, I think. Yeah, the pink ivory is one. All right, let's do. We'll start today's episode. Sort of start, I suppose. It's time! It's time, everybody, for everyone's favorite segment of the show. Woo-doo-doo. Graphics department is having trouble again. Spinning graphic. Mike's never had this food before. All right. So welcome back to Mike's Never Had This Food Before. I feel like Wayne's World. It's like tonight's episode of Mike's Never Had This Food Before, somewhat sponsored by my friend Nadia down at the Crow's Nest Artist Collective. Because today she said, "What are you going to do for Mike's Never Had This Food Before?" I said, "I don't know. I'm going to stop at Shoppers Drug Mart on the way home and see what's on sale." She was like, "Why don't you go grab something off the shelf here?" I was like, "Because it's expensive." She said, "No, you just like have something." So I go, "Okay." So tonight's Mike's Never Had This Food Before is the it's probably pronounced Alicia Confections, but Alikja. It's probably one of those names that her parents were like, "We want to call her Alicia, but we don't want to spell it the same as everybody else who names their kid Alicia. So let's put a J in it." But Alicia probably Confections. This is the espresso dark chocolate. Alikja Confections chocolate bar. Not an inexpensive chocolate bar. This bad boy retails for $13 Canadian. So let's hope that it is good. Like I said, it's the espresso, established 2015. She's been making chocolate out in Ontario, Canada since 2015. This is like a postcard. So I guess you can like use it as a postcard. Put the address on here and then, I don't know. That's interesting to me that it's also a postcard with a chocolate bar in it. 60, let's see what the ingredients say. 60, not just 60% dark chocolate, 60.1. 60.1%. That's very precise measurement. 60.1. I don't know how she quality controls that, but 60.1% dark chocolate with, in parentheses, what goes into the dark chocolate: cocoa mass, sugar, cocoa butter, soy lectin, natural vanilla flavor, and ground espresso beans. This is literally just dark chocolate and ground up espresso beans. I don't know. We'll see. Let's have a look at the... it's simple, somewhat elegant, sparse packaging. I like that it's not like super busy and overly colorful and stuff. Gold wrapped. I wonder if this is like... It's probably not actual gold. It would be more than 13 bucks if this was actual gold. It's not. There we go. The electric confections. Not super easy to get into. Just looks just like a bar of dark chocolate. All right, let's give it a go. That's that's good chocolate. Actually, good chocolate. Elixir Confections. It's got just the right amount of coffee. That's a quality chocolate bar. Let me just let it linger for a minute. Let the undertones, make sure there isn't any of that sort of like grossness on the back end that like comes on late. Nope. That's just solid. There's the like I almost want there to be a little more of the coffee, because it's not really, it's a little subtle for me in terms of the coffee flavor, but definitely a good chocolate bar. Is it a $13 chocolate bar? Probably. It's probably like, obviously this isn't your everyday. I mean, unless you're one of those rich people, but I think this is a treat yourself. That's a high quality chocolate bar. I definitely want there to be more of the espresso flavor. It's got coffee beans all over it. It's called the espresso. But overall, that's gotta be, that's a 9. That's an 8 point. I gotta, as a chocolate bar, it's a 9. As an espresso chocolate bar, it's an 8. I do want it to have more espresso-ness. Expression. I want it to have more expression. But this is so good. I'm not gonna just crush it. It's one of those like break off a square and enjoy it kind of chocolate bars. and then save some for later, because you paid $13 for it. I didn't, but you can get these from Crow's Nest. We sell online. Go to the Crow's Nest Gallery.com. I think the Crow's Nest Gallery.com. I think you can buy these if you want to pay $13 plus shipping for a really good chocolate bar. You do you. Worth it for one. I think it's not the, like I said, it's not the kind of chocolate bar you just like crush after dinner, but quality. Alicja does good work. Wonder where in Ontario she is. Anyway, that's Mike's never had this food before for this week. High quality chocolate bar from Alicja Confections. Oh, Paul's giving recommendations. Don't listen to him. He only makes Telecasters. Yeah, Sassy Susan wants to know why square things. Why do you start with square things? Just because most people are lazy. I think I did one. Which project did I do? It may have been the French style rolling pins that I did, where I did run them through on the saw at 45 and make octagons with them, just to get rid of a bunch of the extra material, because you're just peeling it away anyway. So yes, it's absolutely an option. Ottawa. Nadia says Alicja is in Ottawa. Oh, maybe it's a soft J, and it's actually Alicja Confections. That'd be funny. It's Alicja Confections. Maybe. I still want to know how she has established like 60.1% dark chocolate. That's very precise. John Fisher's here. I hope that you are tip-top as well. I can see it being hard on the hands to start off great. It does as you're getting the corners off, yes. But if you're sharp and you're spinning fast, most people are just, you get through the corners quick enough that it's usually not worth the extra step. It's only $3 shipping, because we're just gonna drop it. We're just gonna drop it in the mail and put a stamp on it, because it's literally like it's got postage area on it. I guess you just put it in the mail like that. I don't know. Can I say hello to you? I am lonely. Yes, Kaduk, I can absolutely say hello to you. Do not be lonely. You're among friends. I've absolutely had squat blanks chip out. Oh, square blanks. Big enough chunks that the project changed to something smaller. It's true. It's true. It can happen. Even to the U.S. Yes, we might have a sale. Heading to Texas. It's a quality chocolate bar. It needs more espresso-ness. Crazy American here. Most of the people who come to the show are American. There are many flavors. Oh, maybe next week I'll try one of the other flavors. I don't know. I like coffee and I like chocolate, so that seemed like a good place to start. Someone's got to help you support Mike. Yeah, I get the commission on that sale though. Let's should we spin up? Should we spin? We'll make a Sapili slimline. Maybe a smoke first. No. Tonight's beverage of choice is the Blue Mio Berry Burst. Not sponsored. Berry Burst Liquid Water Enhancer by Mio. Brian's here. I do enjoy your lives. I gotta head out though. See if I get this right. Stay SHSHSA. Yes, that is correct. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. And no, Pinnell, that doesn't mean that it's the end of the show because I said it. Because he's gonna say it. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I guess that's the end of the show." Let's go spin. We'll do at least one. I got one in me for sure. And then we'll see how it goes from there. Come on. Come with me. Get the tripod. Oh, that's not bad. It's okay. Is that all right for you guys? Looks a little high on my screen. That's all right. Let us spin away. Let's see if I'm in the right. Okay. What lathe is this? This is the Nova Comet 2. I still haven't done the swappy swap down at the shop. Here we go. Let's spin away. I'm not doing full face shield because I'm just doing a pen. And safety first. Use your face shield. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. Square tip carbide. Spin. Rule number one in turning, all things turning. Rule number one is always in contact with the tool rest before you contact the wood. Rule number two is spin as fast as the lathe is comfortable. Go all the way up. I don't know how fast that is, but that's top speed, top gear. Always move your tool rest when everything is spinning at full speed. do the traditional fat guy with a belt that's too tight, because it's easiest to sand and finish and things. Pinnell, no, we're not all the way down to the bushings, but we know that bushings are just a suggestion, right? Get them about even. That's going to be good enough. I get the rest, get down to the bushings with the sandpaper. It's taking me a little bit of time to get used to the Nova, both the controls being down here instead of up here, and also you got to turn it off before you can flip it into reverse. There's a few different nitpicky things about the Nova, but overall, certainly a functional lathe in that price point. I would say it's pretty awesome. Oh, loud noises. I also feel like the Laguna has more range within each gear in terms of the speed. Like the lowest speed in the top gear of the Nova, I don't have the stats on this. Maybe somebody could look it up. The lowest speed in the top gear on the Nova versus the lowest speed in the top gear on the Laguna. I feel like the speed ranges are wider on the Laguna. Because like I feel like I want to slow this down for sanding, and on the Laguna I don't have to do that. Loud noises. With the grain at the end of each grit. Get rid of the little cross grain scratches. I've started with 180 because I feel like my cuts were pretty good. And I'm lazy sometimes. I'm going to go 180, 2 something, 3 something, maybe 4 something. but maybe not. That's 180. What do I got? 240. Loud noises. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doo. Sorry, I'm not really watching if there's chatting happening or questions. You can ask them after, maybe, and while I'm actually being able to pay attention. Whatever you do, if you ask questions, look at the name of the person you're getting the answer from. And if it has the word Pinnell in it, do not trust that answer. If it's Paul Waldrip, keep in mind that while he does actually know what he's talking about, he only makes Telecasters. So, well, well, he knows what he's talking about. Can you really trust anything that somebody like that says who only makes Telecasters? Well, that's 240. What do we got? 320. Loud noises. I think I'll just stop there. And when we finish it with the custom high-speed Greyhound, it will be plenty smooth enough in any case. For those of you who may be unfamiliar, the custom high-speed crayon is created by my friend Scott down in Australia. It is one of his many finishing products. Mine looks like this. Yours won't look like this if you order it. But it is your final sanding and finishing all in one process. Scott wanders out into the outback of Australia, and he awaits a kangaroo shaman who comes and picks him up and puts him in his pouch and takes him to a remote mountainside where he then harvests like some kind of rare Australian pumice type substance, and then fights with giant Australian bees to get some of their wax. And he just and then he does magic in a cauldron, and he creates these bars and pastes. He's also got pastes. And there's a link and a discount code down in the video description if you want to try it out. And you just draw it on, and buff it in and buff it out. As that abrasive breaks down, it drives the wax and the oil content and stuff all nice and deep down into the pores. Turn it to a fresh bit and just wait until you don't have any coming off. Spin it up. There we go. Nice and shiny and smooth. Come on over. Yeah. Something like that. We'll do copper first because it's right here. I still disagree with them calling this copper as a finish. I think they should call it rose gold. I have never seen any copper that looks like this. But that's what they call it, so that's what I call it. I think rose gold also sounds fancier. I don't know, would you guys call that copper? It's like, copper isn't like pinkish, but whatever. Boom. Look at that. I got right down to the bushing, Pinnell. There. We'll test it. Get the stupid little rubberized tip off the end. Yeah, a little more. One more little shove. go. Perfect. Middle band. Middle band, I said. There we go. You get the little clippy clip. And pop it together. Boom. One Sapele rose gold, we'll call it. Slimline pen. Let's have a sit. And then we can answer questions and talk a little bit and whatever. Maybe we'll do another one. I got 2 more ready to go. We'll see what people are talking about. Oh, Sean McGill's here. Scrolling back. Scrolling back. Dip it up. Bow. I'll get there. Hold on. All right. There's where. Okay. I can tell where I'm at because that's where Brian showed up. Okay. What lathe is that? That's the Nova. Okay. Pen blanks. Hitting in the face isn't fun, but it could be worse. Yeah, that's anything bigger than a pen blank, I'm going to the face shield. Fearsome's got a new job. At a large manufacturing facility. My feet hurt so much from walking across the place all day. Are you on concrete floors? Because I understand that. Ooh, we can see the other side of the shop. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, it's getting taken care of shortly. I know where everything is. Okay, we're talking about Fearsome's new job. I was using the carbide, the square tip carbide. I run the Laguna, and yeah, it can run pretty slow. Yeah, right. There's more. It feels like there's a wider range in each gear on the Laguna, because I did feel when I was sanding that I wanted to do the belt, but I'm lazy. Oh, here's the stats: 250 to 4,000. Laguna is 50 to 525. 325 to 17, 650 to 35. So what's the high gear of the Nova? If the high gear is on the Laguna is 650 to 35, what's the high gear on the Nova? Because it's absolutely not 250 to 4,000. Futurama is back. Yeah, I haven't watched the new Futurama yet. Paul, are you ready to discuss where you're shipping that box that was going to go to Mike? Good episodes, but it feels slightly out of continuity. Very episodic, self-enclosed. That's okay. It's okay. As long as it's funny. Went ahead. Bill Krulick's here. Went ahead and bit the bullet and ordered 50 slimline and pens from Alibaba for 50 cents each. God, they're probably shit. Well, honestly, that's probably where Penn State gets theirs. So the ink tube isn't standard and the hole in the point is too small for standard refills. Okay, so they're, yeah. Hey, Paul bought a chocolate bar and an English toffee. The toffee is really good. The toffee is exceptional. Sean agrees that it should be rose gold. Hopefully it won't melt when it gets to Texas. Well, I'll just have her wait a couple months to ship it so that it's cold out when it goes. Every site for the Nova only lists the whole range, not per belt. Well, that sucks. Because I know that it certainly feels faster at the turned all the way down in high gear, feels faster than I want it to be for sanding a pen blank. As long as it gets here with no mic nibbles in it, I'm gonna take one of the toffees out, and you won't even know, because I don't think there's like a count. Like I don't think it's like 16 pieces or anything. It's a weight. So I'm gonna eat one of your pieces of toffee. I won't eat any of your Electra confections. It's hard to say. Electra confections. I think I want it to be a soft J, so it's Alicia. Alicia Confessions. That's what I want it to be. Family show. There we go. I made a thing on the show. Yay! Might make another one. I don't know. I have myself one of my smokerettes. And we'll keep on keeping on as long as you guys want to. Because I had 95% battery when I started. When are you going to make a pipe? I don't know. I cannot see the future. I think the chances, if I make a pipe, I probably won't turn it. I'll probably make like a big Gandalf-y pipe. And I'll probably do it in 2 halves and glued together. Because I would want a big like Gandalf-y pipe. And that I don't think you could turn that. You might be able to turn the bowl. Use the middle belt for most turnings. Well, I turn as fast as the thing ain't shaking. I would say on the Laguna probably gets, the middle belt gets 90%. I can turn just about everything in the middle gear on the Laguna. But pens, I feel like you should be spinning them really, really fast. Really fast. Just brush the dogs. They don't know it, but they're about to have a bath. Uh-oh. About making a whistle. I haven't thought about making a whistle. I'm making one of Gandalf pipes for a buddy at work. Just finished the form for bending it. We'll do it in stages. Use your steam box. I wasn't going to get that fancy. I was going to just draw. I was just going to draw it out and then like carve it out and then glue the 2 halves together and then like round it off with carving burrs and stuff probably. That's how my brain was thinking. Fast is smooth, Coyote says. I agree. The faster you're turning, the less digga you get. And the smoother the cuts. And speaking of Lord of the Rings, Season 2 Rings of Power is watchable. We just started it on Sunday. We watched the first episode because we didn't have time to do 2. Good so far. Shop talk with Blackman Imports. Shop Talk with Blackman Imports, definitely a new name there. I'll buy a pen. Well, you have to wait for them to get somewhere that you could buy one. Maybe after, how about this? I was going to say after Christmas market, when I know that I have enough. You want to buy this one? You buy the one that I just made? I got to get my Etsy store back up. I'm paying for an Etsy store that I don't sell anything on. So, yeah, you want to buy this one? Okay. 35 Canadian dollars plus shipping. So where are you? Where are you? I'll give you a price and you can like PayPal me or something. Or High Point, North Carolina. Send me an email at woodenthingsandstuff@gmail.com. And we'll say $50 Canadian dollars including shipping. So let's say 15 American dollars for shipping. I'm probably taking a couple of dollar hit on that, but you send me an email and I'll give you my PayPal link and you can give me your address and you can have the rose gold Sapili pen that I turned live on the show tonight. And it can go to High Point, North Carolina. It was 50 Canadian dollars in American dollars, about 40 American dollars, give or take. That sounds like too much. I don't undersell yourself. Sell your stuff for what it's worth. I'm terrible at that. I'm always like, maybe I shouldn't be charging that much money. You could drop it in my chocolate box and I can send it to him for $3 shipping. You just get it, you just take it on your bike. You just drive it over there. I mean, it's only like this far on a map from Texas to North Carolina. On a map, that's only like that far. I'm gonna have myself a smokerette. Oh, I can't ride right now. That's right. Because foot. Just saw a video of Peter Jackson talking about wanting Christopher Lee to yell when he gets stabbed in the back. Said Lee looked right at him. Yeah, because Christopher Lee knows the sound of a man being stabbed in the back. That was, I know all of the stories from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Peter Jackson. There was a section of my life, there was a significant period of time where one of the Lord of the Rings extended edition trilogy DVDs was always in my DVD player and playing. And maybe it was the movie, maybe it was one of the commentary. It was like, I know all of the stories. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours of watching those. Looks like we're smoking then. Okay, yeah, you can join me for a smoke. $36.85 American. Cool. Okay. 50 maple dollars is $36.85. It's okay. You send me an email. I'll send you my PayPal, or I can send you a PayPal like request for money in 50 Canadian dollars and it'll just translate it. Dang, did you guys see Paul Sellers published a 2-hour bookshelf video that is over 2 hours? Well, did he publish a 2-hour video or is it over 2 hours? Went up a day or two ago. No, I did not. I did not see that. I don't know that I actually follow Paul Sellers or like subscribe to him. I watch once in a while, but I'm not an all hand tool all the time. So just don't send me a check. Todd's check is still over there in the box. Might as well just tear that up. I don't know why it's still over there. Maybe just because I want to have an autograph. I want to have a Todd Lajeunesse autograph. Just don't send him a check. I love the number of like inside jokes and like hearkening back things that we can do as a team. References we can make to the good old days. Have the check framed in your shop. I specifically told him that I wouldn't show it on camera. So maybe just like cut out the signature and like frame it in this little mini frame and put it up in the shop. Anybody else making anything cool right now? Or recently? And the routing / account numbers. Yes, I'll make sure I get those in there too. My guitar setup guy's apprentice shipped a guitar I built to a customer while you were in the hospital. He didn't tell anyone he broke the neck pocket. And touched up paint. And stripped out the truss rod bolt. He broke a guitar he broke one of your guitars and then sent it out to a customer? That really? Now I'm patiently waiting to be able to set his stuff up. Sean's still looking for a shop space down in Vic. That's tough. That's tough, my friend. Customer's pissed. Yeah, I imagine he would be. Broke it and sent it out. Awesome. Sweet. Working with the customer on repairing it. Thankfully, he understands. Sure makes me look bad. Well, not actually. It probably makes you look good. If the situation is such that somebody else messed it up and you're gonna make it good, it probably makes you look good, really, in the grand scheme of things. It made you look bad until you made it good. But saw the shop space at the junior high. My daughter is gonna do. That's a damn fine shop. Yeah, school shops are great. School shops generally are pretty great. Should we do another pen? Should we do a timed Should we do a speed run? I don't think I've ever done a Sapili speed run. I've done cherry speed runs before. He's patient and knows about surgery, so he's waiting to send it back to you so you can fix it. That sucks that you have to fix somebody else broke your guitar and sent it out, and now you gotta fix it for free, probably. and then get somebody else to set it up next time. Let's do, okay, so this one is sold, apparently. That's cool. That doesn't happen all the time. We'll do gold next, and I'll do speed run. We'll see how quickly I get all the bits out and then get it all set up over here to be able to speed run one. See how quick I can do a Sapili slimline. I don't think school shops are a thing in the US anymore. Yeah, they are. I mean, funding is probably getting cut all over the place for them, but they're still a thing, I hope. Discussion with setup guy. He will be the only one who touches any of my guitars from now on. Yeah. Don't let that guy, the apprentice guy, do it anymore. Josh Fisher, hello. Just in time for speed run. You're gonna see how quickly I can turn and assemble, turn and sand and finish a Sapili slimline pen. Is this a good idea? No. Is it a bad idea? No. There's not a wood shop in Hamilton County, Tennessee. How big is Hamilton County? Because, well, it sucks. But apprentice guy won't be touching any more guitars. Oh, setup guy fired him. Okay, good. I mean, it's not good. I hate to see people lose their jobs, but don't break people's shit. All right, do speed run. Sapili pen, speed run. That's my Sapili pen speed run song. Felt I was a little bit high last time. The grooves in the post on this tool rest that Brandon put in there. The tool rest absolutely needs replacing. But all right, I will wait until on my clock it will be a minute and 6 or an hour and 6 minutes in. When it clicks over, we get 15 seconds. When it clicks over to an hour and 6 minutes, we will turn this on and we'll go. Where's my 59? There. Oh. I'm backwards. Okay, we'll wait until a minute 7 or an hour 7. I'm not gonna. Let's make sure things are going in the right direction. I didn't want to lose like 6 seconds off of my time, so we'll We'll wait another 30 seconds and then we'll start. Okay, here we go. I'm probably gonna blow this up, but we'll find out. Got my sandpaper laid out. I got my tack cloth. Got 180, 240, 3 whatever. We have 54, 55. Okay, here we go. 4 seconds. A minute, an hour, 7. Here we go. Come on. Oh, you gotta turn it off first and then go backwards. Loud noises. Custom high-speed crayon. We got, oh, I'm already 5 minutes. I could have done better than that. I'm going to be at like 8 minutes by the time I get this thing assembled. Spent too much time sanding, I think. I wanted it to be nice, I guess. I don't know. Back first. Come on. Absolutely not my fastest speed run, but what are we at? Almost at 7 minutes. So 7 minutes. A little more. Go 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Sapili Gold. Woo! Not bad. Whoa. Hey, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, not too much talking during that. We just got back to apprentice guy won't be touching any more guitars. Oh, talking about school shops. Breaking the guitar was an accident, explainable. Shipping it broken. Yes, was absolutely. And Tony Evers in Wisconsin reversed all the shop closings when it was down. Got some in your beard there. It happens. Record is 6 minutes. I think I did a cherry one in 5. But you guys got me looking up what schools still offer in my county. Sedgwick County, Kansas. KS, I guess. We still have a large variety. Aviation, auto, wood, metal, architectural. In high school? Wow. 7:36:12. 7 minutes, 36 seconds, and 12.12. 7.5. Let's just, can we round it and say that was 7.5 minutes? I'm pretty sure that I did a cherry one in 5 one week. Definitely 6. But I don't think I took as much time sanding. Hey, David Buffington, how are you, my friend? Good to catch a show. I appreciate you coming. A lot of new people. Patreon pitch? I have people that help me remember to do things like tell everybody that you can support me at patreon.com/woodenthings and stuff. Yeah, I do have a Patreon account that you can support me at, and they get benefits over there, exclusive things and poetry sometimes, and new songs that I'm working on, and entries into draws and exclusive draws and stuff like that. So, yes. Thanks, Todd. I appreciate it. Take that one, too. Yeah, okay. All right. And you save on shipping because it's probably, it'll be the same price for ship. So we'll just do an extra 35 we'll do shipping 35, and then 20 for shipping on both of them. Does that sound fair? So 90 American dollars. I can't leave my email address in the comments because I can't type in the comments with my phone. It's woodenthingsandstuff@gmail.com. woodenthingsandstuff@gmail.com. Possibly somebody else could. Actually, probably only Pinnell could actually type that in because it's got a .com on it. And YouTube will just delete it if anybody other than Pinnell does that. And what he's going to do is he's actually going to say this is his email address, and it'll be a link to a video on YouTube of me making teriyaki pork chops. So Shop Talk with Blackman Imports. I appreciate you stopping by tonight, my friend. You got yourself 2 pens. Thanks for the support. I mean, I was trying to build up stock for for Christmas market, but I'll take the sales. Do you want me to make another one? I can make you 3. You got a couple of nice pens there, though. A couple of fairly nice Sapele pens. Guessing Pinnell cut out early. Yeah, he does that. But it's all right. I'm sure you'll find my email address. It's just how it sounds. woodenthingsandstuff@gmail.com. Copper and gold. My wife loves the Paducah one that you made her. How many, hands up, how many people watching have one of my pens? Buffington's got one. I think Matt's got one. Fearsome, do you have one? Lajeunesse is supposed to have one. That's what the check was for. Pinnell's got one, but he may or may not be here. Paul has one. Amy has one if she hasn't been here for a while. Who else that I've seen has one? McGill, do you have one? Feels like you should have one. Sean, you should have one. You've paid me enough money. You should have a pen. Oh, that's right. Paul's wife has one of them. Eric Habakabaka has one better than Eric's got. Eric's got one of my marking knives. The double dyed, stabilized purple and green Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff limited edition marking knife. I still have some of those, by the way. I don't know how many. I should check. These are, a few of them are still available. I think I might still have 3 of the limited edition marking knife. Sean, you only have a coaster? All right, I'll make you a pen, my friend. Okay, Matt does have one. He finally sent you the knife. It was there quick. Shut it. Actually, I think it was a lot faster than I expected it to be. Like, oh, that's right. I did keep forgetting to go to the actual post office, didn't I? That was the problem. It was in the truck on its way to the post office. And then I just kept forgetting to go to the post office. And then I thought that I said, that's right. I thought that I had done it. And then I found it in the truck in the envelope, like ready to go. Yeah. Yeah. My bad. Went to the sisters today to help her do the multicolor stabilization. I lost it in the car for a while. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, Paul has sent me a lot of good multi-dyed stabilized things. No, that's not true. A lot of stabilized things, not very many multi-dyed. Like that sounded like I'm complaining. I'm absolutely not complaining. I have many, many stabilized Paul Waldrop things. Those like Crown Royal purple yellow cedar stabilized blanks, those were sexy. Did some beautiful red, blue, green, yellow. Oh, yellow cedar burl. Red, blue, green, yellow cedar burl. Sweet. My shop in the block house next door is developing. Yeah! The property that we made you buy? We didn't make him buy it. But that's good to hear. Again, Paul, it's cheaper to ship that box to Ohio than Canada. Yeah, but then his stuff would have to be in Ohio. Nobody wants their stuff in Ohio. Any keychains left? The dangly colored ones? Maybe. In my bin of Christmas market stuff, I might have some keychains left. I do need to definitely order some keychains to make more keychains. Keychains sell really well at Christmas markets. I think I only ended up having maybe 3 left at the end of the market. I'll have a look in between weeks. I definitely don't have any of the yellow cedar burl, like purple stabilized yellow cedar burl ones. You should have an email from me. You have knives too. I do. I sell a marking knife that I made. It's I have a video on making these, and I don't know which ones I have left, but I will respond to your email and let you know which ones I have left. I think I have maybe 2 or 3 of the double dyed stabilized burl, and I think I have 1 Cocobolo handled knife. Yeah, thanks for the reminder on keychains. I definitely need to order some more keychain kits. I need to have things slow down so I can finish your router plane. Yeah! We call it a Christmas present. Been averaging 1 guitar build per week for the past 3 months. Well, tell people to stop ordering guitars. How dare they? Dude, if you can stay so busy that you can't get around to it, well, I'm not going to complain anyway. But, like, I'm certainly not going to complain that it's taken you a long time because you're too busy making custom guitars for people. Because I'm not a huge asshole. Wanted a blue one because blue. I can see what I can do. I'm sure I have a piece of blue stabilized something from Paul that I can make you a keychain. Just watched a video from a few weeks ago. How's the sober thing going? It's still going. I'm still sober. It's going. I'm still sober. I'm still not happy. It's fine. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it substantially. Like I miss it a lot. But I keep not stopping at the liquor store. So that's good. I'm still not eating well. I'm still not all that happy. But that sounds bad when I say it. But I hope you guys know what I mean when I say that. Like, it's not... I don't want it to sound like I'm not happy when I say I'm not happy. It just, you know what I mean though, right? Like, I'm not... There's other things involved in happiness other than... It's hard to explain to anybody who hasn't been there. Just got here from the shop. Did I miss anything or just the usual Saturday night shooting the shit? Why are the stars over shooting? I made 2 pens. I made 2 pens tonight. I sold them both. It's not easy, but I wouldn't trade what I have today for anything. What it was like. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, people who get it, you know? Depression sucks. I'm proud of your advancements and progress. Thank you. I don't know if there has been any advancement and progress on the depression side of things, the mental health side of things, other than not drinking. There hasn't really, it doesn't feel like there's been, yes, that's progress. Don't get me wrong. That is absolutely, and I'm super proud of myself. But many other things need to move forward. I gotta start eating better. I'm drinking lots of water. I'm staying hydrated. Eating better, more physical activity. But, yeah. Mick Wazoo. That's another new name. Welcome to the show. The stars are there because YouBoob often cuts my comments if it thinks something might be wrong with them. But shootin' shouldn't. Like, shootin' had the stars, but then shit didn't. So you would think that you would put the stars in a different word there, but whatevs. It all came through. I fell off a 10-foot ladder and broke all my ribs. Damn. That was when I decided to do something about it. Oh, shit, man. Sorry to hear. Yeah, but, I mean, it took falling down and hurting myself. It took you falling down and hurting yourself. I'm glad that I fell and smashed my face. I really am. It's permanent, right? It's absolutely permanent. But I'm glad that it happened. It's weird to say, but I'm glad that it happened because nothing would have changed if it didn't, I don't think. Hey, Mike Stanifer's here. He's the worst. In case you're new, hold on. I have proof. I have proof over here somewhere. It's buried. I don't know where it is. Oh, there. It's under the yellow cedar boxes. I have proof. Hold on. There it is. I think that one. Maybe. Oh, that's loud noises. Here we go. Everyone knows. That's, by the way, these are also available in the store. These are one of the very few things that I think may still be on my my Etsy store. I think I still have these on the Etsy store. I make these to order. Well, I used to make these to order. Now I'd have to get Jason to make them because only he can use the new laser. Almost looks like the edge of a frying pan. No. Absolutely will get better. I know. Ball has a Stanifer's the worst. No new laser privileges yet. Nope. Still no laser privileges. Still using the branding iron. I haven't. Yeah, the last time I used it was in November on the jewelry boxes. So still using, yes, but I still only have the 2-inch logo. So things need to be a certain size to really accept a 2-inch brand. The cabinet, the new shop cabinet will get a brand, and the shop stool will get a brand and stuff like that. But whatever happened to the Beaver Chuck video? I just haven't done the final sort of this is the situation part of it. So I can record that maybe this week if people are really after it. But basically, I just need to sit down and be like, okay, so this is the story about me trying to get this chuck fixed or replaced. And then that's all for this one, everybody. I have now something to show my students about what not to buy, because that's what it is now. It's an example of why you don't buy the cheap one. Takes a while to adjust the head without alcohol. Yeah. When I had 6 months, I was ready to go back because things sucked so bad. There are times where I really feel like turning in to the liquor store on my way home from work or whatever, but so far I have not. One year later. What happened to the Beaver Chuck? I feel like it dropped in the middle of inside jokes. I ordered a Beaver Chuck. It arrived. I waited too long to unbox it for the return policy to be in effect still. The automatic no questions asked return policy. It was faulty. There's a manufacturer defect. And I messaged them and said, this is no longer, I just opened it and it's shit. And they said, oh, okay, well, you send us a video of what's wrong with it. You upload a video of what's wrong with it to our private server in China. And I said, no, I'm not connecting to your private server in China to upload a video of what's wrong with it. When I sent you photos of what's wrong with it. And so I have a Beaver Chuck that has a manufacturer defect, and I am never going to use it. And I am going to use it as an example of what not to buy. At the ending of the video is me aggressively lobbing it into a dumpster. No, it'll just be like, it'll be a, you know what, your mileage may vary. For me, I won't buy another one of their products, but you make your own decisions in life. Kind of message. Just over 6 months sober. Atta guy or girl. I went to a bar tonight to see a local musician and no drinking. Well done. I would, maybe in 6 months, we'll see. But right now, there's no chance that I would do that. It was based on when I was buying my first Chuck. Mike started talking shit about the Beaver and decided he shouldn't since he's never had one. So he bought one, and now he can fairly talk shit about it. I could show you. It's right over there. I could show it to you right now, but it's all the way over there. I bought Beaver stuff. Moved like fabrication implements. They've been okay. Everyone can do what they want to do and spend their money how they want to spend their money. I had a poor experience and won't give them any more of mine. It's no judgment. Elusive Electron. I like that name. That's a good name. This is going to sound nuts, but a tablespoon of honey once a day for 2 weeks helps your mental state. Doesn't sound nuts at all. It sounds delicious. I have a couple of the Penn State Chucks. Don't know how much crap has broken loose when using them to turn. I also have one of those. My first Chuck was a Penn State Chuck, and it is now exclusively set up to drill holes in bend blanks. It's got my pen jaws on it. That's the only thing it does, is I drill pen blank holes. Yeah, but I agree. They're also shit. The name comes from how the electron was discovered. It was being elusive, and then it was discovered by someone who broke through the elusivity. His name was Bill Electron. And he finally discovered, after years of searching, that it was in the lint catch of the dryer. That's where it was. I put honey on my Greek yogurt with berries. Hey, right on. This is why we say don't come here to learn. That's the true story behind the discovery of the electron. Bill Electron was looking for it for years. And then when he finally found it, he got to name it. And he named it the electron. And it was in the lint catch of his dryer. With like 3 socks. All my chucks are Nova chucks now. I have one of those. I haven't tried it yet, but I have one of those. It came with my lathe. Brandon gave me it was the chuck or the lathe and the chuck, and it's in this box. This box of stuff. I got a Nova. It's could use a little bit. Oh no, it's nice. It's nice and smooth. So I got a Nova chuck, and I got an extra set of mini jumbo jaws. I don't know what Nova calls theirs, but the mini, what are they called? Nova Mini Coal Jam. Oh, Coal Jaw. The Nova Mini Coal Jaw. And this part. There's a little post of some kind. Tool rest post. Knockout block. Yeah, still haven't tried the Nova chuck. It's a dovetail dealy instead of my one ways that have little grippy ridges. Whoa, there goes the seat. I have a Nova and a record power. Cool. My chuck is lame. It uses Tommy bars. Yeah, I got one of those. That's the one the Penn State one that I was talking about. It's a two-handy operation. And that's why it sucks. Well, that's one of the reasons it sucks. Because it's hard to hold something on it and then do a two-handy tightening, right? So I have the Nova, and I have 2 one-way Talon chucks, and the Weaver, and the Penn State. So the Penn State, 2 Talons, the Nova, the Penn State, and the Weaver. Heading out. Thanks for letting me hang. You're always welcome. As long as you're not weird and or a huge jerk. Never had anything break loose on my Nova chucks. That's good to know. I've heard good things. What is the path of most useful chuck jaws to get? Jumbo for doing bowl bottoms. Depends on what you're doing, I guess. Yeah. I mean, the standard, like, number 2 size jaws that come in most, with most chucks, if you buy the chuck and jaws set, the standard number 2 size that go from about 2-ish inches out to about 3.5-ish kind of thing. Those are obviously the most useful. That's why they come with them. And then I would probably go to, for me, the next set would be something to hold pen blanks for drilling, because I do a lot of pens. Then probably the jumbo jaws or the coal jaws or whatever for doing the bottoms of bowls. Then maybe the bigger jaws, like the tower jaws. Number threes, I guess they're called in one way's system. Then maybe the spigot jaws, the long skinnies. Yeah, that would be the order, I think, for me. Thinking of picking up an Axminster, except then it has to come all the way from UK. Just for the O'Donnell jaws. I don't know what those are. I have 3 Novichucks, and they have been great. I would like to try an Axminster chuck. I would also like to try an Axminster jaw. I want to try all of the things. Let me try all the things. I think the one-way Talon is an excellent place for people to be. I have no affiliation with one-way. It's a damn good product. They also make a bigger, heftier one called the Stronghold. The one-way Stronghold. I guess if you have like an 1836 lathe or something, you're turning big giant things, you might need to go to that. But Mikey B is here. How are you doing, my friend? Nothing but good experiences with my Talon, Sean says. I agree. That's why I bought a second one. Because nothing but good things other than not wanting to swap jaws on and off. Oh, Mikey B, are we going to have band practice this week, my friend? It was my fault last week. I didn't have band practice last week because I went golfing. But just starting a whole week off. Mr. La T-Da with his week off. Heading to Calgary Zoo on Wednesday for the wife's birthday. That's cool. The zoo will be cool, but sucks that it has to be in Calgary. Calgary is the Stanifer of Canada. Oh, Calgary, I should write that down. Calgary is the Mike Stanifer of Canada. Axminster has friction drive centers as well. I want to get to help with getting better with the skew. Sure. I know what some of those words mean. I don't skew. I have one, but I've never skewed. Glad I got the one-way Talon. It helped me jump in and slowly get better at setting spur centers. Yeah. The one-way it's a good chuck. I keep hearing that about Calgary. Yeah, that's what everybody says. I mean, they're right. It's widely known that Calgary is the Mike Stanifer of Canadian cities. I make myself laugh. Hertz showed, however, that cathode particles possess another property. What? Did I jump in the middle of a story? Oh, you're talking about the electron. Seemed inconsistent with the idea that they are particles of matter, for he found that they were able to penetrate very thin sheets of metal. First of all, his name wasn't Hertz. His name was Bill Electron. I will go there. So, Dave, you want to go to Calgary too? Elusive Electron is telling us the story of the discovery of the electron, but he's got the dude's name wrong. Trying to hit all the NHL cities for the game. Okay. You want to go see a game in all of the NHL cities? Well, as long as you're just going for the hockey game and then getting the fuck out. They're getting a new hockey rink there, I think. Which is too bad because the Saddle Dome, like, is a pretty iconic building. Like, it's really the only good thing about Calgary is the Saddle Dome. And even that, like, it's yeah, they broke ground a while back. Want to catch the Saddle Dome? I would, yeah. If you're gonna go, I've played hockey in the Saddle Dome. I met the GM of the Blues, Doug Armstrong, less than a week ago. You tell him he should be better at his job. This year I'm heading to Chicago. Sweet. Should be better at his job. Why? Ask him why he sucks so much at making a hockey team. Felt pressure to use the skew because I live 15 minutes from the skew lord, Alan Lacer. Need to ask him for short classes before he gets too old. I don't know who that is. I will believe you because I don't have a reason not to, because you don't have a long history of lying to me. I just have never really, I mean, like I said, I've got one because I felt like I should have one, but I've never done anything where I was like, man, this could really use some skewing. He has videos out, awesome skew work. Well, he's the skew lord. He made a really smart trade strategy. He picked up all the top draft prospects from years past that weren't producing and made the team. Yeah. We'll get everybody who was drafted, who was drafted above where they should have been, and has shown that fact. Axminster has a store in New York. Oh, really? I thought they were just the UK. Why couldn't they send me the Papper Axminster Air thing from there then? I tried to buy one, and they were like, "Well, we can't ship that out of the country, so you can't order it." I was trying to buy the Axminster like air filter helmet dealy. And I messaged them and I was like, why does it say that I can't purchase this even though it's in stock? And they were like, well, because we're not allowed to send that out of the country. I got 17 furnace filters on. It's a weird buy on Facebook Marketplace for only $15. Amazon wants $74 for just 12 of them. Why do you need 17 furnace filters? That seems like a weird thing to need. As I got older, the age of people keeps going along. Yeah, that's what happens. Even Cremona is looking old. Yeah, that's the alternative is that we don't keep getting older, which is worse. That was during COVID. Try again now. It was post-ish COVID. Maybe, I don't know. Short now it's probably 3 times as much, and I don't want it anymore at that price. The reason I wanted it is because it was significantly cheaper than the. Even after shipping from the UK, it was going to be significantly cheaper than the ones that we were getting access to here. Stocking up. Yeah, okay. I guess now you'd never need to buy another furnace filter. Good work. I'm proud of you. Thinking ahead. Just happens sort of suddenly sometimes. Yeah. You turn around and all of a sudden everybody's old. Yep. I hear you. One less thing to worry about. Never again do I need to think about furnace filters. I just need to think about where I'm going to keep 17 damn furnace filters. It's like a pretty good stack. I think I would rather. I think I would rather pay more over the course of 17 furnace filters than have to store 17 furnace filters. We buy them by the 3. You change them every 6 months. Like if you're a sucker, you change them every 6 months. You get 4 years easy out of a furnace filter. Kidding. Don't come here to learn. Uh, 6 months, if you remember, you change them every 6 months. Usually we do it annual. Like when the heater gets turned on in the fall, we put a new filter in. How soon are you planning on making a new guitar? I'm making new guitars right now. I'm making 2 new guitars, 3 technically. New guitars right now. Just installed a synth piezo pickup, a second output, 2 new potentiometers, and 2 switches to my Red Flame PRS SE Custom. Sweet. I'm making 3 guitar. I'm in the process. I am partway into making 3 guitars right now. Vacuum them off. Yeah, just you blow them out with your compressed air or whatever. Brazil boa noite, meu amigo. Thanks. I'm guessing that says something along the lines of amigo. I think that's friend. Brazil. He's from Brazil, and he's calling me his friend. Welcome to the show. I tape the filter to my box fan, and it purifies the air in my bedroom while I smoke like a chimney. Sure it does. Can't wait to see that video. You never mentioned in the most recent video the story about the guitar luthier competition. I have. Well, I did say that I have videos on that, right? You go get it, I guess, if you want. But that's still my only finished guitar. I have 3 others in various states of progress. One of them we actually made live. Well, it's gotten to the point where it is currently live here on the show. We were working on it, and it is almost a neck and almost a body. Yeah, Mike, since I have 3 in progress, I'm partly into making 3 guitars also. Yeah, but yours suck. I know that you're far more productive than I am, Paul, okay? Even with a bunged up foot or a whatever medical situation you've got going on at any random time, I know that you're still more productive than I am, okay? We don't need to keep... Just notice it's a Futurama shirt. It's not. Well, it is kind of. It's a Futurama... I forgot this the last time it came up, too. Reservoir Dogs. That's the one. It's like the Futurama Tarantino. Yeah, Reservoir. I thought it was awesome. When I saw it, I was like, that's mine. That's coming to my house. What's wrong with your foot, Paul? Crab Rangoon gave you gout? No, he made too many Telecasters and he got foot lupus. And he needed surgery. Loot crate? I don't think this was a loot crate. I think this was I got a batch of shirts from a place called like Made by Humans or something like that. And I got a batch of shirts that were sort of geeky inspired. And I think this came from there. Is a Nirvana Futurama mash. That's I have Bender Mind. Was good. The Luthiery telegout foot. That's what happened. Well, no, telelupus. Pretty sure is what happened. Had the side tendon and Achilles tendon repaired and a 4-inch screw removed from your heel. Let's be honest, okay? You can be honest, Paul. You got Telecaster lupus in your foot. I told him, I was like, you should have just had him lop it off and you could have put one of those Rockler workbench casters on there. Gonna make a bottle opener out of the screw. It's been in my heel for 10 years. You should have taken that out earlier. It's probably you couldn't get the wrench on it because of where it was on your foot, so you couldn't get it out. All right, Bailey's home now. Been driving for 2 hours. Sweet. You missed all the turning. I made 2 pens. Sold them. I made money this show. That's good. Oh, he's been listening. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. It's an Allen key screw with very small blades on the tip. What, you don't have any Allen keys? Couldn't get it out of there? I want to see you open a wine bottle by using the screw on your heel like a corkscrew. No, the doctor took it out. That's what we're talking about. He had it removed. I think I'm gonna have myself another smoke, and then we'll get close to wrapping this up. Probably we're 2 hours. I don't really feel like doing the third pen. I sold the first two, so I'm happy. That'll be enough doing stuff for today. VLC Woodworking, first time on your live. Hey, VLC, Voluk Wood Turning. I try to remember people's names also if they want to give them to me. If you want me to call you Voluk, I can do that. But after a few times, usually I can make a connection between your screen name and your actual name. Like I know Fearsome Warrior is Matt. I know Kaduk is Bob. How much for a pen in the bag minus the beard? 35 bucks plus shipping. And I'd have to make you one. And I don't feel like it right now. Wrapping it up. I just got here. Where you got to go that's so important? Nowhere, really. I'm not telling you my name. I assume that it's Mike, but maybe not. Is Kaduk, Mac, David, or Bill? No, it's Bob. In fact, it's actually Bob that's short for Bobbert. And who else? Why Travel is Sean. And Kapla. Oh, I never remember Kapla's name. Kapla. Don't remember. I just always call him Kapla. Oh, Kaduk is Kaduk. Yeah. Kaduk. Kaduk Vintage Mechanical or whatever. I mean, how else would you pronounce that? You tell me how else you would pronounce CDC. It's clearly Kaduk. Come on. Like, Vluk Woodworking. Vluk, we'll go with. Bobbert Kaduk, right? That's his name. His name is Bobbert Kaduk. That's why he named his business Kaduk Vintage and Mechanical. Like Bill Electron, who discovered the electron. Dis-UCA glue. Whoa. Did you CA glue the pens or just abrasive wax? I just used wax. I don't do CA finish on my pens. Never have. I find the abrasive, the custom grit. I like my wooden pens to feel like wooden pens. I feel enough people are doing CA finishes on their pens. If you want plastic coating on your wood, it's fine. It's cool. I want my wooden pens to feel like wooden pens, but everybody can like what they like. I know there's a Dave in New York. There was somebody in Barrie, Ontario, somebody sheet metal in Barrie, Ontario that I don't, maybe that was Dave. There was Dave, there was Dave the woodworker, no, the lawnmower apprentice, lawnmower detective. The lawnmower detective was Dave. And I want to get away from CA glue. Sometimes it's separated and looks terrible. I'm told it's finicky, and my finish is not finicky. It's easy to teach people when I do classes. It naturally, over time, sort of gets, it gets replaced sort of by the natural oils and things in your fingers, and it it gives sort of a life to things. And like this pen was finished with, this Purple Heart guy was finished with that, with custom grit probably 2 years ago, and it still looks and feels fantastic. I don't understand CA glue finish because it sticks to my fingers and makes me curse and ruins projects. Just, yeah, I'm told it's finicky to apply well. And you gotta get like special non-stick bushings, and then after you turn, you have to like take it off and then put your new bushings on, and then so that your CA, you don't glue your blank, your pen bits to your bushings and stuff. Sean says he thinks CA is just an easy way out to get a glossy finish. I don't think it's an easy anything. Like, I think it's finicky. And I mean, if I wanted a hard coating on the outside of a pen, I would probably use lacquer, and I would just get a spray lacquer. I've done it, and just like nice little mist, and I would just let it spin slow and go tss, 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 and then wait a little while and come back and tss, tss, tss. I've done it. It's fine. But I want my wood pens to feel like wooden pens in your hand, and to like have a life of their, and get a patina and things over time. That's just me. Triple lot synthetic steel wool pad or something is used to apply CA. I think most people use the little baggies that all the pen bits come in, or just paper towel, and you just like, you put a little dab on, and then you zit, 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 and then you hit it with some accelerator, and then zit, 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 another little thin coat. But you're just wrapping it in plastic. It's like you're applying basically like a layer of saran wrap over and over and over and over. Vluk is Vinny. I probably make that connection. Vluk is Vinny. Where are you at, Vinny? I like knowing where people are from as well. I like watching your videos. I like that you like watching my videos. Synthetic pillow stuffing. Oh, okay. As your applicator. Okay. The little cubes of synthetic pillow stuffing. All right, later, Paul. See you next week. We'll be here. I think coming up sometime there's a Saturday that I can't do. I don't think it's till the end of October though. Oh, no, it is October 12th, the second Saturday in October. And then also the 26th. So there's 2 Saturdays in October that I'm going to either have to move it to a different day or cancel the show. But I'll let you know the week before. No, I'm just sitting here. Hey, we're talking about making stuff though. That's cool. I actually made stuff. I made and sold 2 pens tonight. That's cool. October 12 is Minnesota Woodworkers Guild Expo. Sweet. Is that the one that they do in the mall that Cremona used to go to and display stuff? Before I had to pack my stuff up, I was testing out Odie's oil and Odie's wood butter. There was a controversy about Odie's. The woodworking world got mad at Odie's guy. I don't remember why, but there was, I don't know, apparently he was an asshole or something, but I don't know the whole story. They can set stuff on fire if you don't dispose of your cloths properly. Yeah, I mean, anything with a linseed oil base or, yeah, most oils that have an exothermic reaction in order to cure. Yes, that's a thing that can happen. Does Parmesan cheese really have sawdust in it? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I don't make Parmesan cheese. Ask a cheesiologist. I'm no cheesiologist. I hadn't heard that. I don't know what the whole story was, but the woodworking world was up in arms for a little bit about the Odie's guy being an asshole. The Odie's guy decided to pack in even smaller jars. I don't know. I think he did something on social media that he started responding to criticism. Like people were reviewing his stuff and not giving it a good enough review, and he got all I don't remember exactly what happened, but it was people were doing honest opinions about his stuff, and they were saying not good enough things about it for his liking, and he got all weird. Thought you were the woodworking expert. No, I've never claimed to be a woodworking expert. This whole channel, me making stuff out of wood, is me trying to figure out how to make stuff out of wood. Don't come here to learn. I know and can recall the short of it if I wanted. Is it something like that where people were giving him not entirely favorable reviews and he started threatening them or something? I don't know. As far as sawdust, you can use it as filler for Rice Krispies. You can use sawdust for all kinds of things if you want. But He talked badly of small woodworkers, garage woodworkers, saying they're not enough of his market to care about them and their opinions. Yeah, see, it was something along those lines. Like, it's like, why would I give a shit about what you think? Like, Mr. makes stuff in his garage. Like, kind of, yeah. It was started by an argument. Oh, your fearsome knows the whole story. Started by an argument about VOC, and he told him they didn't matter. And it devolved into snapback hats, amateur woodworkers, and he disliked them using his product. It's like, I don't want you using it. Okay, we won't. That's a good business strategy there. Because, yeah, there aren't enough of us who just make stuff in our garage to be worth marketing to us. With custom grit around, who needs Odie's oil? Exactly. It's a good point. That explains why I see it sold. It says professionals only. Does it really? Does it? That's funny. If true, that's funny. Don't you dare use this if you're not a professional. They still sold it to me, but yeah. That's funny stuff. It blew over. Many Instagram support to the guy where they'd show solidarity by throwing their jar of Odies in the trash. Then they'd retrieve it and say, no, it was $60. Yeah, that's another problem with it, is that it is damn expensive. Damn expensive, and apparently not as good as it should be for how much it is. And I guess he's also a dick. So I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Vinny Vlook from Pittsburgh. Let's see if I can make that connection. Vinny from Pittsburgh. Vlook and Vinny I can probably do. Pittsburgh might take me a little bit of connecting the dots here. Vinny, it's like, okay, we'll do a little what if Vinny Testaverde was traded to the Steelers at some point in his career. What if? If Vinny Testaverde was traded to the Steelers, maybe they wouldn't have. Well, Vinny was playing around the time, he was retiring around the time that Ben Rapelenberger got drafted. So maybe that would have never happened. If Vinny Testaverde got traded to the Steelers. I don't know. Vlook is the sound a penguin makes. Oh. Maybe Vinny and Sydney kind of are similar names. Vinny, I don't know. My pinball machine had missing parts, so I manufactured parts out of wood, out of thin air. Well, did you manufacture them out of wood or out of thin air? You're contradicting yourself. Is the classic art over artist struggle? It can be. Yep. Do you want to? But I mean, in order for that to be a struggle, the art has to be good. Right? Like, I can understand people, I can understand that argument and that struggle for things like Roman Polanski films. But if you make a shit product and you're a shit person, it's not really a struggle. Or if you make an okay product that's really overpriced and then you're an asshole about it, it's not really a struggle anymore, is it? Or like, you know, Kevin Spacey, another example of like, am I allowed to appreciate old Kevin Spacey roles? Vlook makes me think of Vlook Media Player. What's a penguin sound like? Penguins walk around going, Vlook, Vlook, Vlook. That's what they do. If you've never heard one. I might be able to remember that. Look is the sound a penguin makes. And that's how we know that Vinny is from Pittsburgh. Depends on specifics. This one is safe. A million companies with people we don't agree with. It's true. Yep. And you make your, however you want to make the decisions on how you spend your money is completely up to you. Like I said, I'm not going to tell people never buy anything from Viver. I'm going to tell people my experience with Viver, and you can make your own decisions. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Because that would be weird. I'm missing a mallet. Just noticed. Look. Where is it? Huh. I don't know where that is. Usually when I see something like that, usually I know exactly where it is. Don't know. Yeah. It's around somewhere. Anyway, I think we should probably 2.5. It's probably lots for tonight. Made 2 pens, sold 2 pens, talked about making stuff, talked about products that help you make stuff. I love that Viver sells so many weird products. Seeing their above ground swimming pool made me laugh. You buy a lathe chuck from the same people, you don't expect them. Well, and I saw a Viver roof rack on a car last week. Just giant Viver across this roof rack. Pinnell bought a set of Viver like forks for his Bobcat to like make into a forklift type situation. I mean, they just rip off things that other people make and then just make cheaper versions of them. Like there is nobody in the Viver R&D department. They literally just like take other people's designs for stuff and then try to make them cheaper than that. And they do that by using cheaper materials and manufacturing processes. And if that's what you want, sure, go ahead. That's what you get from a lot of places, really. That's like people just competing to make cheaper and cheaper things that'll just do the trick. Some of it's probably fine for what it does. And if that's what you want, you do that. Do you have any experience with Wen tools? Mr. D, I don't. But Bailey does. I think Bailey has a Wen lathe, don't you? Bailey? Was it you? I feel like Wen is a better quality cheap Chinese product than some. I feel like its place in the market is absolutely entry level stuff. I feel like it's like Mastercraft in Canada. Like it does what, as long as you don't try to make it do more than it can do, it will be fine for a while. I feel like it's better than it should be for the price type tool. Okay, Canadian Tire CT specialist, Canadian Tire. Well, I have gone through a lot of Mastercraft things. I started with Mastercraft things. I still have the Mastercraft drill press. It's fine-ish. Yeah. Hobby level things that if you're not gonna work it too hard, and you know, Brian has a Wen drill press that he hasn't taken out of the box, so he can't really speak to that. But yeah, it feels like entry hobby level stuff that's probably fine for most people. Ryobi Mastercraft level stuff. It's Matka. Been a few days, still have all my fingers. Good. Had great luck with the lathe and bandsaw. 4 years and almost no maintenance. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I think it's probably okay. I don't know that there's much more that can be said, really. I worked part-time at Heinz Field and PNC Park years ago and met tons of players. Oh, and everyone calls... And my cousin Vinny. Everyone calls you my cousin Vinny? I'm going to go with what would have happened if Vinny Testaverde was traded to the Steelers. That's how I'm going to try to remember it. Or, fluke is the sound that penguins make. I have lots of Mastercraft stuff. It gets the job done. It does for a while. Like I said, my drill press is going on 8-9 years. And it just recently stopped going up. Like I have to manually up before I can go down. But that's probably something I can fix. I've gone through Mastercraft sanders. I've started with the Mastercraft bandsaw, the little benchtop dealie. Don't do that. It did. I tried to make it do more than it was qualified to do, to be fair. I've had lots of I have a Mastercraft lathe right under my feet down here. don't do that either. Unless you just want to try to figure out whether or not you like turning. But same thing. Don't try to make it do more than it's qualified to do. I had a Wen sander. It broke twice, and I bought a Rikon. Yeah, fair. Traded from the Browns or from the Jets? Traded from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He went from Tampa Bay in this hypothetical that I'm thinking. He was traded at the end of his career from Tampa Bay to the Steelers. I have many guitar picks in my pocket. I'm going to have another piece of the Electra Confections. It's a good chocolate bar. Should be. I have a weakness with fear of missing out. Stupid stuff like discontinued blue spruce coping saw. Do you buy woodpeckers, like one-time tools? The red anodized aluminum? I don't do that. Discontinued blue spruce coping saw. Didn't want it. And it's gone. Everyone says it's the best ever. Coping saw. Come on. Like, best ever coping saw. It can't be that much better than like a new Concepts. It's only so much a coping saw needs to be. This is a pretty good chocolate bar. I want the Delvey. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I know what square you're talking about. 1821 square. I have one woodpecker thing. It's right there. Big long. What is it? The TS24 square. That particular one, not to name drop, totally to name drop. That square was owned by Mark Spagnolo. Dark chocolate is good for you? Well, let's see. 140 calories. I don't know what calories, like, is that a lot? 17% of your daily fat intake. 30% of your daily saturated fat intake, though. 0% of your daily sodium. That's good. Yeah, not a lot going on in here. 12% of your fiber. It's relatively good for you, I guess. Yeah, that's a damn good chocolate bar. I got Electra Confections in Ontario. I'm going to finish your chocolate bar. 61% dark chocolate. 6-foot tall male needs about 2,000 calories a day. So I've just gotten 140 here. How many calories are like a quarter pounder with cheese meal? I haven't had one of those for a long time, but that would give me like a baseline. $1,100. Okay. So 2 quarter pounder with cheese meals is how many I need to eat in a day. I don't think that's the logic you should use. Most of my workshop is Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. You find good deals on used stuff, do it. Nova Comet that I just turned 2 pens on tonight is essentially a Facebook Marketplace find. It was a student of mine who took my turning class to learn how to use their lathe better. This Nova came to my class, used my Laguna, and was like, I'm going to just buy one of those because it's better. And I said, well, if you're getting rid of the Nova, let me know. And so he upgraded to the Laguna, and I bought this one off him. For a decent price. Not a smoking good deal, but pretty good. I got the Nova Comet 2 and the chuck and the extra jaws and all that good stuff for 500 Canadian dollars. So what's with the 380 American dollars? So pretty good, I guess. No, that's 400 American dollars. So the lathe with the chuck and the extra jaws. And I actually got it for, he ended up giving me $100 of it back, buying some bowl blanks off me when he came to drop it off. I had all my bowl blanks out, and he was like, what are you doing with all these? I was like, you want some? I'll sell some to you because I have way too many. My diet guide thing says 2,200 for me, 6'2", 175. I don't even know how much I weigh. I don't know the last time that I weighed myself. I'm like 6 even. And I don't know, maybe 240. Don't know. Like I said, I have not weighed myself for a long time. I got some of mine used, some new. Got a good deal on my bandsaw. Not a guy. How often do you do live show? Every Saturday night. Unless I say otherwise because I got busy or I run some markets and stuff around, and sometimes it's a Saturday night that I'm putting it on. So once in a while I'll have to move it, but most of the time Saturday night at 5:45 Pacific. We've been going for 2 hours and 46 minutes, and I am wrapping things up. I was 188 or something, but all that walking is helping. There you go. Measuring my waist and hoping don't need to buy new pants. Just get a better belt. I'm currently wearing a pair of pants that are significantly too big in the waist, and I just belt them up, and off you go. Who are you trying to impress? All right, Eric's saying good night. That's good enough for me. It's not even night for Eric. But what time is it there, my friend? Like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. Eric is down in Australia, in case those of you don't know. I'm writing everyone's names and going to subscribe to you guys. Most of the people talking do not have channels that do things. Bailey Woodworks does. I don't know. You guys mentioned, let us know before we shut it down tonight, whether or not you actually do things on your channel, or if you just have a profile that you can watch other people's stuff. If you make video content, let us know. 1:30, Eric. I was close. Look, Vinny, I will try to remember the next time I'm on YouTube, not doing YouTube myself. I will try to remember to go have a look at your stuff. Bailey is going live as soon as I sign off. Oh, Mr. Like, gonna show me up? What are you making tonight, my friend? I'll tune in. You gonna be vertical again? I cannot stand vertical video. It's just something. It just irritates me. I don't know. Like, I'm probably in the minority, but I don't know why vertical video does something visceral to me. I'm going to wait to find out what Bailey's making and whether he's going to be vertical. I'm redoing an old bank in Colorado and do stuff around the garage. My channel's new and some language and content as well. Okay. Pens. You're going to do pens? So he's like, oh, well, Mike did pens. I'm going to do pens. Vertical live is where it's at. I don't like it either, but 20,000 to 30,000 views in an hour is fun. 20,000 people watch you make stuff vertically? What the shit? That makes me sad. No, good on you. 20,000. That's Mike made money. I need money. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. 20,000 people. 100 to 200 subs per night by doing vertical video. That's. Do you put them somewhere else? Like, are they on? Or do they go in the shorts feed if they're vertical? Because a lot of people like those nonsense. All right, so next week's live is going to be vertical. But then if they go in the shorts, then you don't make any money because you're only getting like 4 cents per 1,000 views instead of a couple of bucks. Like, it matters. Like, when you're talking about numbers that small, it doesn't really matter anyway. You go in the shorts feed. Okay. And all the old men complain. And then they shake their fist at the clouds. You know what? Maybe next week's video is vertical. Next week's show might be... Or maybe I'll start doing a vertical live like midweek video, live vertical video. So I want to test this theory. This is interesting to me. Better views on full videos, because yeah, I guess if you get more eyeballs on you and then they come over and subscribe, and then when you do real videos, then more people watch them. It's it, yeah, valid. It's, yeah, play the game, I guess. It's, I fucking hate the game, but you know, don't hate the player. Let's wrap this. I've said it numerous times already. We'll keep it under 3 hours tonight. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you next time. I'm going to shut this down so that Bailey can go vertical live and make pens that he thinks are better than mine, probably. He's going to show us how to do a CA finish. No, he says he wants to not do those anymore. Anyway. Bye for now, everybody. We'll see you next week. If you haven't watched yet my video that came out yesterday with my top 10 projects or whatever, go watch that and then leave me a comment. Hit the like button, subscribe, buy a Linda mattress, and download Raid Shadow Legends, and go to patreon.com/woodenthings and stuff, and go watch that video and let me know in the comments whether you agree with my list of my top 10 projects or not. Bye for now. See you next week. Did I say this? Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Blah, 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 blah. Raid Shadow Legends. Go buy a Lickja Confections chocolate bar.